Somewhere in your company there is a cloud bill, and it is larger than anyone expected. And here is the strange part: nobody decided on it. No one approved that number. It is not the result of a plan. It is the arithmetic sum of hundreds of small technical decisions made by different people in different years, most of whom had no idea what their choice would cost, because the price was not on the screen when they made it. And every month it arrives again, and everyone agrees it is too high, and nothing changes, because the thing that would have to change is not a setting, it is the architecture. So here is the reframe this whole series runs on. Your cloud bill is an architecture diagram. It is, in fact, the most honest architecture document your company owns, and that is worth sitting with. Your actual diagrams describe what you meant to build. Your wiki describes what you built 2 years ago. Your bill describes what is running right now at 3 in the morning, whether anyone remembers deploying it or not. It cannot be out of date. It has no aspirational boxes, and it does not omit the embarrassing parts. Every line item is a component that exists. Every charge is a decision that got made. Read it that way, and it stops being a finance document and starts being a mirror. And yet it sits unread between two groups who each assume it belongs to the other. Finance can open it, and they see 400 line items with names like NAT Gateway, data processing. And they cannot tell you which of those is load-bearing and which is a forgotten experiment. So the only lever they have is asking everyone to spend less, which is not a lever. Engineers can read the names and know exactly what each one is and never look, because the bill arrives in a portal they have no login for, in a meeting they are not in, about a number they have never been measured on. So the one document that connects design to money is the one document nobody owns. That is not a tooling problem. It is an organizational one, and it is the actual subject of this series. Now, the property that makes this genuinely hard, and it is not technical. A design decision is made once, in an afternoon, by someone with a deadline. The cost of that decision is paid every month, forever, by a company. Those two things are so far apart that the feedback loop never closes. You chose a chatty service boundary in March, and the egress charge for it shows up in April's bill as a number nobody can trace back to March, and by the time anyone asks, the person who chose it has moved teams, and the choice is load-bearing in 40 places. That is why cost is not a cleanup activity. Cleanup is what you do when the loop never closed. The work is closing the loop. So the skill this series teaches is reading the bill backwards, from the charge to the choice that caused it. A large compute line usually is not a compute problem. It is a provisioning decision. Someone sized for peak, and you pay for the trough 24 times a day. A large transfer line is not a networking problem. It is a topology decision. Two services that talk constantly and live in different zones. A storage line that only grows is not a storage problem. It is a retention decision nobody ever made, which is to say, a decision to keep everything forever, by default. In every case, the line item is a symptom and the diagnosis is upstream, in a diagram. And that is why the person who can actually fix it is you. Over this series, we take the biggest charges in a typical bill and trace each one back to the architectural decision that produced it, and to the decision that would fix it. We start with the largest and least interesting line on almost every bill, the one that is pure waste and that everybody has, paying continuously for machines doing absolutely nothing. Next episode, the idle tax. See you there.